Yep.
Okay, so we're live and we're here to do kind of a trial run of this new thing that YouTube is doing, but it seems to be pretty much the same Google Hangouts. And we can just talk about whatever we want to in regards to the new season of The Walking Dead, which is coming up soon. And are you guys excited?
Yay!
Let's do it. Yeah.
I'm excited for everything after the mid-season. I don't know about this first half. Like, I haven't really been following spoilers or anything really, but I don't know. Just like everything I know about the first episode is just gonna kill me, and I don't know if I can deal with it.
So you haven't read anything? Or some things?
I read some things
Okay.
about the second half of the season.
Nice. Okay, cool. So we're all on the same page there.
You're gonna ignore the first.
Ready for the rest of this year to be over with, like for so many reasons.
Let's just rush it
Bring
along.
on 2017.
I agree.
I'm too nosy to do that. I have to listen. I mean, I have to watch it. I have to.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm just gonna I don't know, probably grit through my teeth and want to throw things at the TV.
No, Gimple said with
I must admit.
Hold on, what were you saying, Danae?
I said Gimple said with the first season, with the first episode, that they were going to it was going to be very intense, and a lot of the cast were talking about hugging people and having a cat by you and having a friend by you and all that kind of stuff. So my plan is to watch it probably with no sound, gonna get my cry over with, and maybe rewatch it the next day and hear what's going on. I need to probably see it because I'm so nosy, but I may need to take the day off. I think I need to go on and put in for Monday. I'm probably gonna need it.
That's a good idea. I've always been glad that The Walking Dead comes on my day off here, so I don't have to worry about that. It comes on in the morning, and then I have the rest of the day to just kind of process everything.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll probably do that. I think after the first episode, though, it's going to be just getting to know everybody.
Yeah, Ezekiel and the kingdom and what's going on with Carol and backstory with Negan, and I don't really care.
Right, I'm kind of oh, okay, cool. Let's just hurry up and get to enough.
I mean, you were going to say something earlier?
Oh, I just recently found out about the second half. So I just, yeah. I didn't know.
When I first read those spoilers, I'm not going to say what I read because I don't know. Probably no one's watching, but anyway, when I first read those spoilers, it was really late at night. So I went to bed and I had a dream, and I dreamt that I had dreamed the spoilers. So I was disappointed. In my dream, I was disappointed because I thought we would have something really awesome, and then it wasn't real. I was dreaming that I was dreaming. And then so when I woke up and I checked Tumblr again, I was like, oh my God, I actually didn't dream. It's actually going to happen. And that was such an amazing feeling.
It was all over again.
Yeah.
When we read, what happened last season, and then it's sort of happening again, but it almost is surreal in a way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I definitely think they're factual, hopefully, but it's still I have to wait until I see it.
Yeah. I totally feel that way.
I'm just ready for the show to return.
Very true.
I think once it starts, and then when we have our discussions again and we can get into everything and talk about it, I think it'll be okay. it'll be therapeutic in a way, I think. But right now I'm just kind of dreading it. Like, I'm not looking forward to the first half of the season at all. Which is kind of this, maybe it's kind of, I don't know, because of what happened last year and last season, like how the first half of the season was total shit. Like, I'm kind of still have that feeling like I don't trust that the show can actually be good in the first half of the season.
No.
So
I think it's just been a long 6 months too. From the season without to just drag it out has just been ridiculous. And then with everything that didn't happen at Comic-Con, it's kind of okay.
Oh God, I wish that cliffhanger never happened.
What was that, Emmy? I can't hear you at all.
I'm just I was cliffhanger, so I just feel some about it. I'm kind of salty.
Do you think that they would do it again?
Oh no, I think I lost connection.
I hope they wouldn't, but they said that it was for ratings. So if everyone comes back, then that is sort of like do you learn your lesson if you get what you want by doing what you shouldn't have done?
Yeah, right.
So if we all come back and they get back to like 11 million viewers, 14 million viewers, then they could do it at the drop of a dime. They could do another fake out like with Glenn, and then they could do another cliffhanger like with season 6. I mean, it's to their discretion at the end of the day, but I don't know how much they care about our outcries, to be very honest.
Comes across like, well, I mean, it is a business, so I definitely get that to see if they get more ratings. But it was just like too drawn out because it I think disrupts a lot of what they can do at the conventions and stuff and what they can say.
Yeah. So it's different ways you could end it. And I'm watching How to Get Away with Murder, and they actually have their cliffhanger at the beginning of this season. So it was different ways they could have done it, but a lot of what I read said it was for viewer grabbing. So we'll see. I mean, I can't help but watch because, like I admit to myself, I'm very nosy. So I can't help but not watch. But that makes me mad because I'm feeding into that 14 million, 11 million, but I can't help myself, unfortunately. Right.
Yep.
And I can't help but
Sorry, Danae, we're losing you now.
I'm on my phone. I'm having problems.
We can hear you.
Yeah,
I just heard you now,
because from my laptop to my phone.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just really bad. It's raining, that's why. And never trust Xfinity. Never. Oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm paying $19.99 for this. Whatever. But you guys can hear me okay, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I can hear you now. You just seem a little bit like you're kind of far away compared to before.
Okay.
But yeah, you seem to be clear. But we've lost Danae.
It's the connection, I'm sure.
For me, it is. I'm having connection issues.
Okay, we're back.
Um, the whole Terra thing. I guess they're using different stuff to elongate the series, waiting until to build up to this Prima Starlight War and stuff. But I don't know. My issue is when they add all these characters and we start to like them and then they kill them off at the drop of a dime. I guess that comes with the zombie apocalypse. But I wish that we had time to actually spend time with more characters. But that sort of takes away from, I guess, the core family. So I guess we'll see how they're working it out. But I know Tara and Heath has 2 or 3 episodes that's just about them, and then they meet some new people, and a lot of the things I've been reading has whole new communities they're going to introduce us to in 7. So that could be interesting, and that's probably why I can't not watch it, because I want to know what's going on. I just can't help myself.
Oh, I can watch it the next day. I'm not really interested in bottle episodes of minor characters I don't really care about.
Yeah, but you never know who's going to be about. You don't know who, at the end of the day, there's so much spontaneity. You don't know who is going to be a bottle character. You don't know if this person is going to be with you for 2 episodes or 20. So you sort of have to pay attention, just to see their development, even if it is small at the end of the day.
I do think this season's going to be a lot of filler, a lot of like backstory for Negan. It's just going to be a lot of just like filler to lead us up to All Out War.
I do too.
Another thing too that I would like to bring up here, since we're talking about fillers, I want to believe the reason why they're doing so much fillers is that AMC has officially gone to court with Frank Darabont now.
Oh yeah.
So I can understand why there are a lot of fillers and there are a lot of bottle episodes with minor characters.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I just want to know what's Maggie, Rick, and Richonne, Carl,
Sasha.
What's going on with them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody was saying that they're gonna draw out the lawsuit for years to come, so we probably shouldn't worry about it. But $280 million lawsuit is something to worry about, because I'm assuming it is some kind of impact to the show and to the production and to AMC moving forward. But I'm sure they have style tactics they can use and different things. I just hope it does not affect the show.
But how could it not?
Yeah.
What is the lawsuit for?
Did you read what he said though?
From what I understood, Darabont was the one who gave AMC, or gave the spiel for AMC. They had been shopping it around to different networks. He was the one to start it, spearhead it, write it, produce it. And then somewhere in his contract, after some length of time, he would be able to have 10% of their gross.
Yeah.
And he got fired right before that happened. So in some things that I've read and heard, the $280 million is just sort of going hard. Let me just get a big chunk of this, realizing he won't get $280 million at the end of the day. But one of the other things he mentioned was, or the commentator on AMC, Good Morning America yesterday, it said that since AMC has the right to the licensing of the show and the distribution of the show, they can sort of downplay the profits. So it could seem like Darabont is being, grabbing money, but the show is worth so much that they have ways of undercutting even what they show the public. So 280 million, in his opinion, is not, you know, just being greedy, is what the show is worth. But it's been 5 years since all this started, and they're still talking about it. And on Good Morning America, they were talking about it going to 2018, the trial. So we're still talking about 2 years going forward. But it's, you know, I don't know. It's just, I just love this show, and I don't want little, you know, trivialness to, you know, impact it. But money isn't always trivial, so it's frustrating. That's all I can say.
But they really do the right thing, because AMC is still a new company as far as TV wise go. I mean, they always, you know, they've been in the movie business, you know, movie theaters and whatnot. But TV, they're still new. I remember when they first came out, and they kept playing the same movie. I forget what movie it was, but it was a cake bacon sale movie, and I was like, why do they keep playing this on westerns? I mean, come on.
Don't you dare hate on Tombstone. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about old westerns. You know, the John Wayne.
Yeah, I'm talking. That's why I said Tombstone. That is the greatest western of all time. I haven't watched Magnificent Seven yet.
Oh, you know what? That was another one that they played, and it's because of Yul Brynner. Magnificent Seven is why I want to see Denzel Washington Magnificent Seven. But yeah, you guys, it was really funny how they start up, and it's nice to see where they came. You know, they have their own production companies. You know, they're producing some of these shows, or they're backing other production companies to air their shows on their network. But like you, Denny, am I saying that right? Dean?
Yes,
Deanie?
ma'am, Denise.
Okay.
Denise.
I just hope nothing happens to this show, because I've invested a lot of time, energy, love, you know, and a very healthy obsession.
Yes,
on
it is. Yes, it is.
I feel like it makes AMC too much money for them to let it, like, for them to like cancel the show or anything like that. But it does feel like there is some kind of like network control of the writing that has been affecting some of the decisions that they've made, which seem foolish to me.
I agree.
And I can see that probably continuing.
Like keeping certain characters in the forefront and the way they write the show, and it's kind of like they don't make sense there, but they're keeping them in there because those are the cash cows.
Right.
Not to point any fingers. You know.
So I do have a question to ask you guys. Valhalla Entertainment is one of the production companies for The Walking Dead. What does Gail play in all this? Other than, you know, she's like the only woman production company that's on set. But what do you think is what would be the effect on her, especially, or her company, or I don't know. I just find like there's like how many production companies are there? There's hers, there's AMC, and then there were originally Frank's. So it's AMC and her. So never mind. I think he's just suing AMC. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know exactly, but maybe we'll find out after everything's all been finished.
Right.
I hate that they haven't, maybe, what am I trying to say? Maybe with the changes, spoilers about, you know, Daryl taking over Carl's part, Carl will eventually get some more action in maybe season 7 or 8, but it looks like season 7 will be about Daryl. So maybe Carl will get his opportunity next season, and he can be more than just a teenager.
I think I read somewhere that he was actually getting some of his storyline from the comics.
Oh, good.
Yeah, not
Very
the
good.
entire portion that.
Hey, Tiana, come here. I'm sorry.
Well, that's good because it would like the way that they treat him is not like he is a main character,
They treat him like
which
Judah.
is odd.
Well, no, I think they treat him like a main character, but they treat him like a child. And the whole part of the comic, if you're using that as the premise for the adaptation, is that as Carl was a 10-year-old, trying to be an adult. So here he is 16, 17, and you have him babysitting every season and going into the forest to read comic books and stuff like that. But that's why I said maybe 7 won't be his season, but maybe 8. And I think he needs to start beefing up protein shakes Carl every day. Let's beef it up, Dad.
I don't know. I think it's because he grew faster in real life than he did in the comics. So it's kind of like you can't have a 10-year-old forever when you have real actors that are so young.
Yeah. I just remember seeing that GIF of him at some kind of convention, and then like, what's her name? The girl who played Mika. She asked a question from like one of the fans, I guess, and it was something like, "How does it feel to have more hair than lines?" or something like that. And his face, like, he looked so sad,
rude,
and
wow.
Rude.
I mean, where was this?
I don't remember. I just saw a GIF on Tumblr.
I remember what you're talking about.
Summer.
So sad. I mean, people need to realize that there's like child labor laws.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he
just graduated though. He's not a child.
Right.
I would think.
I remember in season 2, he had a lot of lines.
He did a lot of stuff.
Really annoying. So it's not that they can't make him work; it's that they just weren't using him properly.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You're right. You're right. But that's a terrible thing to ask or say to him. Poor Chandler.
Yeah.
What did he say? Or what? Did anyone say something for him or what? Oh my God.
No, I think it was her like little bit that she does at the conventions with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't remember his response though.
He's usually he seems like a nice guy. He wouldn't say much, probably. I don't see him, going crazy or backhanding her. He probably just smile, laugh it off or something.
He kind of laughed.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it though.
Yeah, that's Carl. He's a sweetie. That's why he needs more words, more lines, more activity, something.
They just
away
need
from
to give him the story he had in the comic. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Instead of giving parts of it to Daryl.
No. Maybe like what Deanie says, that they'll probably utilize it more in season 8.
I'm hoping.
I think they're rushing this Whisper storyline. I think they're trying to get rid of this whole Negan. I think they just want to open and close Negan.
Do you think so? I feel like Negan's
No. I don't agree with that. No, they don't want to open and close Negan. Negan is
7, maybe to 8, like from 7 to 8.
No, I don't think so.
He's here for the whole season, but I think by the mid-season finale, they're gonna be done with the whole Negan and Saviors. They'll probably go to war then.
They'll go to war, but if they are using the comic as some kind of premise to what they're doing, Negan is very popular with non-Richonne people. He's very popular, and they've been bringing him out to the conventions and pretty much putting him on display for everyone to love and revere. So I don't see them really getting rid of him. I see him being, very important moving forward, but it's everybody really want to move. Everybody is trying to move forward, I guess, because this part of the process is the hardest part, where you lose people that you love, character-wise, where everyone's having to readapt, where everyone is not really sure of what this new frontier holds. That is why everybody really wants to move forward, but we have to really, respect the process that it may take a whole season just to build up to where we need to be to move into a war setting. But I have heard what you mentioned about people wanting to move into the Whisperer storyline, but from what I understand, even that storyline was assuming a 2-year time skip. So being that AMC wants money, wants ratings, wants to keep everybody involved, it may prolong it before we even get to the Whisperers, or maybe not. They keep teasing us with characters that remind us of Alpha. I believe they were talking about a casting call for someone that was described as could be an Alpha, but it's a little premature in my opinion. And we really should respect the process that it took a minute to gain momentum, to get to a war, to actually get in the war, to actually win or lose the war, and then the results of the war. So it's not, we shouldn't be, I don't think we really should as a family be pushing for the Whisperers. We should be, even though it's hard, and even though we want to look forward to the moment when Rick is back in, where we want him to be on top, we have to respect the process.
I think I would have more respect for the process if, like, in the past few seasons, we hadn't seen them, like, take things from the comics and then, like, make them ridiculous and make no sense. And
they have done that.
Well, I don't know. I think I just
I don't know specifically which one I'm talking about.
I think my whole problem is that Negan is popular in the comic book, and I liked him in the comic book, and I love Jeffrey D. Morgan.
Yeah.
But they weren't doing all this proppy, put him on a pedestal type deal with David Morrissey, and I consider David a really excellent actor. So
yeah,
but his storyline was rushed, so I just thought that they were going to do the same thing with the do with Negan.
Yeah.
Granted, it was 3 episodes of season 4 I could do without of the governor and Tara and her sister.
Yeah.
And, so I felt like this is what they're going to do again for season 7, because it's like a cycle for them. They do a bottle episode here, they do another bottle episode here. You don't know what's going on with the other people. I mean, where's Tennille in her list? Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was going to be the same premise, that they're going to do season 7 with Negan all cocky in Alexandria, then the big introduction of the Saviors and their compound.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go season 8 with a war.
Yeah. I mean, they still could. I just don't think Negan is going anywhere, is my point. If you look at the comic, he was around. He's still around now. The governor did.
Oh, yes. No, I know. They're not going to kill him. Yeah. And Jeffrey is a hottie. He's good looking.
Yes, he is.
I would hope that he gained a little weight.
Yeah.
Because in the comics, Negan was pretty...
formidable. Formidable is the word. Formidable.
Yes. Yes. By the time you take that shirt off and he's dousing water in himself, I want to see some abs and maybe a little, some juiciness, like some pectoral business, some back. I mean, come on, you guys. Don't tell me you don't remember that comic book scene.
Yeah. We're with you.
Yeah, I've never read the comics.
Yeah, but then Kay. Oh, let me tell you, when he was like, "Damn, I make myself look good," or some
Oh,
comment
jeez.
that he made, and he really did look good because he had that cocky smile, and I just wanted to just kick him and kiss him at the same time.
Correct.
It's definitely a love to hate moment.
Yes.
Okay.
But I can't forgive him for what he's about to do. So even months from now, years from now, I'll still be, as you say, salty. His whole premise of killing someone just to prove a point sucks to me. Life is precious. So I can't. Even though yes, he's cute, I have to admit that I would love to hate him.
I think I'm just gonna hate him. Like Jeffrey Dean Morgan does nothing for me.
Okay.
You know what's making me put a pause in that whole love to hate him is the fact that they use Jeffrey, because he is the kind of character that you would love to hate. I mean, look at him in Supernatural. For the first few seasons, he was like child abandonment, man. He left his kids in seedy motels so he can go hunting and whatnot.
Okay.
And then when he came back around, he was like, Dean, come on, we gotta go do this. And he has that low, deep, there's no apology with him. And then here he is again on Grey's Anatomy as this sweet, lovable, dying patient. And
I hate Grey's Anatomy. I thought his character was really annoying.
Stop it,
And
Kay!
Izzy was even more
Stop
annoying.
it! Oh my goodness. Kay, you're mean.
He plays.
He was a fucking ghost. Like, how
I'm with you,
ridiculous
Emmy.
is
I'm with
that?
you, Emmy. Kay is a meanie. He was awesome in Grey's Anatomy, and he died. You need to stop it, Kay.
No, what I'm saying is he adapts well to different characters.
Yeah.
He's not stereotype him into these personas.
He's not one-dimensional.
It's like
he has
knows how to play them. I mean, from Grey, Supernatural, The Good
That's
Wife.
all true, but
Oh my
I'm
God.
just looking at the character of Negan. From what I know about him, he's power hungry. He kills people.
Correct.
He kills people that I care about.
Correct.
And then he has some kind of like sexual coercion going on with the women that are in his compound. Like nothing about him seems likable to me.
Yeah.
And
You
not
know what
even
that character remind me of?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's relative hotness is going to change that for me.
Yeah.
Well, you know what that character remind me of that you just listed right there? The character he played in The Watchmen. He played the comedian. And everything you just said was his character in The Comedian.
Yeah, I didn't like him in that either.
I have not seen that.
He got very remorseful in the end. That's why Austin Motley, I forgot his name, had to end him, because he was like, you're not supporting the cause. But yeah, I actually like the movie Watchmen. But exactly, Kay. Everything you just said about that character is his character that he played in that show. So maybe he can. God, I just hope they don't mess it up.
They could. They could.
How in depth do you think they're going to go with his storyline, though? Because they said we were going to learn so much about him.
They're probably going to give us his last name, what his job was, and all that stuff that we want to know about Michonne. That they refuse to tell us.
I would be seriously pissed, because I've been reading a lot of fan fiction, and somebody's last name is so amazing. I was like, oh, that's a nice last name. Maybe they'll give her a last name like that. Or maybe she can be, maybe she's bilingual. She speaks different languages. I mean, come on, you guys. It's been, what is it, 4 seasons?
They're never going to give her a last name. I've just given up.
She has a last name, Grimes.
That's true, too. That's the only one that matters, really.
Yes, yeah. That is the only. But isn't Michonne having her own episode?
Mommy, can we do this outside?
Hold on. Doesn't Michonne get her own episodes?
I
See that.
think she
I
has
think
like
it's
a
an episode, but
storyline.
I imagine she'll have something to do. Something Michonne centric ish.
But
I hope so, at least.
They're doing an episode. I couldn't see that anyway. I could hope, but I don't think that they would.
Yeah.
You guys brought up a good point, I believe, last chat or last chat or one of these chats where you were saying that she needed some kind of storyline to be more interesting. And I believe Kay was saying that she didn't want her to be demonized to do that. But from the spoilers I've been reading, I haven't heard of anything where she's the centerpiece. It's always a compliment to Rick. And even in the pictures and the stills they've released, she's always behind Rick or frowning. Or I don't really see her doing much, it seems like right now, but hopefully, we're just getting a taste of it in the actual episodes. We'll see a lot of activity with her character.
Well, I would just say, I don't mind, I don't have a problem with any writing where Michonne does something that kind of takes her into, kind of a darkness or, gives her an edge. But I feel like the writers might be afraid to do that because they feel that, she is a dark-skinned Black woman and that there's only so much that she can do or say without, just by her appearance, sometimes just saying things makes her seem, or to people, they feel that she's being aggressive when it's not necessarily what's actually happening. So I think they're very, careful about how they characterize her.
Okay.
Whereas I think they should push her, but I don't know that they necessarily will.
Or they can give it to Sasha. She knows how to do angry well.
Yeah, well, they might give it to her because she's, a different complexion from Michonne's.
Yeah, that's a point. So
we'll see.
I think they're gonna have Maggie and Sasha maybe pairing up and keeping everybody else at Alexandria. But then with the Tara coming back, I don't really know where she fits in yet. But again, that's why I sort of have to watch the first season. I want to know what's going on, because they were talking about maybe having Tara step up, have more interaction and have more of an importance in the show moving forward. I don't know how true that is, but if you're losing two main characters, then you would have to start giving someone else more of an importance in the story moving forward and in plots moving forward.
I would hope that they would give that to Aaron and let him step up some.
Aaron, yeah. But he's so, I don't know, he's so quiet. Maybe. Yeah, because of the pictures. They had Aaron and Tara together and Rick together in pictures. So maybe.
What pictures?
Just Jared had some pictures. I think the Spawn and Dead had some pictures,
okay.
But they had pictures of them together, in costume, getting ready to do scenes and stuff.
Okay. Well,
I'm nosy not to watch stuff like that, Kay.
It looks like we have some questions on the YouTube page. And one of them was, who do we predict will die other than, the Lucille victim?
I think Heath, because they haven't been talking about him except for, they've been focusing more on Tara than Heath, and they both left together. They're supposed to be both coming back.
Yeah.
They mentioned somebody having a going, like one of those goodbye parties they have, but they were trying to keep a secret who it was. So I do believe it's going to be more than just more than just the Lucille deaths. It will be another one in this season. We just don't know who it is for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure other people will die. Who do I have my money on?
Tobin.
Tobin.
Jeez, if he's still around, anyone can make it.
I think probably Morgan. Like,
What?
You think so?
No.
yeah, because
No.
he's a character that has been around since the first season, and I don't think they know what to do with him. So I think they would feel like, hey, whose death would give the audience an emotional punch? So let's kill Morgan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, not Morgan.
I feel like he could die. I don't want him to, but I feel like he could.
Yeah. So his purpose was just to help Carol get to safety, and then.
Yep. Something stupid.
Well, that's cool.
That's believable.
Captain Saberhouse back in action.
He had a purpose. Oh my goodness. I don't want that though. I like him. He balances Rick sometimes. A lot of people have to balance Rick. But
yes, he's very unbalanced. He needs a lot of balance.
I wonder what his interaction is going to be like with Ezekiel. Like, because we've got this king archetype, and then Morgan, who's very, let's not kill anyone unless they're going to kill Carol, then I'll kill them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's interesting. It is. Because from what I've heard about Ezekiel, he's flamboyant, and maybe Morgan is the quiet guy that doesn't say much unless then he's, approached. So he can balance Ezekiel. He has a purpose. Don't kill Morgan. Let's start a campaign. Don't kill Morgan.
Who do you think, Shar?
Heath.
See, yeah.
And they're going to introduce somebody and make them really, really likable, and then just kill them.
Yeah.
That would be my next guess.
Are there any comic book characters that are supposed to be introduced soonish?
Ezekiel. The only thing in the comic book was Ezekiel, and he had like the head of security named Richard.
Yeah, that was weird.
And Daryl, the guy who I forgot his Stephen Ogg. I don't know if he's in the comic book though. Stephen Ogg, Dwight, and Negan for the Saviors. Or we're supposed to see that. We probably need to see the harem to see, all of Negan's wives.
Oh yeah.
And we got the one wife that we're familiar with that Daryl met season 5. Season 6. And we gotta deal with that Gregory again. My goodness.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think Spencer's gonna die.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. I forgot about him. Yeah.
If he dies before Tobin actually dies, I think I'll be upset though.
Well, I mean, Tobin doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't take any risks. So there isn't any reason for him to die.
I'm adding death for Tobin to the list.
I was just being funny. Tobin, I mean, he's a sweetie. But I guess, I don't know.
He's dead weight. He's using up resources for no reason. No, thank you. Do something.
You really feel.
He can go to the watchtower. He can help with watching now. He can, he can be our scout or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's good at telling people when other people are gone, but he will not leave.
Yeah, he's our monitor.
Head count.
Someone just left. Yeah, we can get rid of him. And then we still have Sasha's real life husband inside of Alexandra. I haven't seen him doing anything recently either.
Oh yeah, I wonder if he still has that infection. Because Denise is gone, so we don't know how to fix it.
But you know what? It may be interesting. I was rewatching The one where Michonne hit Rick in the head because he was going crazy. That episode in 5. And when he woke up, Michonne said Rosita passed you up, so maybe Rosita could help with those kind of, medical need type of things. Because them trying to go to, to the hilltop every time somebody's sick or ill, that's
Doesn't
not
work out.
practical at all.
Yeah.
That's not very practical at all.
I'm sure they'll find someone.
Yeah.
Or they need to start teaching people.
Yeah.
Or just don't die. Or get hurt.
Yeah.
Don't take risks.
Just don't die. Don't get hurt. Don't get sick.
Yeah.
That's
And
that's
don't
one
get
thing
pregnant.
I mean, aside from season 4 when they had like the influenza or whatever, like why aren't people getting sick? Why aren't people getting injured? Why aren't because these things happen in real life. Like they're unavoidable. The only time people die is when they get bit by zombies. And why are zombies still a problem? They should have it doesn't make any sense.
The only thing that I don't like about it is I sort of want, if the zombies are supposed to growl and warn you, don't have a quiet zombie that sneaks up on people. Let them growl and we hear them coming. That's what I don't like. Stop all that quiet zombieing. You stop it. I want to hear you coming. Stop
I agree.
scaring me to death. My goodness.
Yeah, I don't understand how any zombie could possibly sneak up on somebody.
No.
And then you don't hear anything.
They're loud, they're slow.
Right. They don't have weapons. I know there was some speculation about them being like on a waterfront or on water or something. So I'm wondering if there's going to be like zombies in the water for some reason that are still alive.
They don't die unless there's some kind of,
Right.
head injury. So they could, I don't know, float.
But wouldn't they like liquefy or something?
You would think so.
Okay, you guys are getting too logical now. Let's leave that room. Let's leave logic. Close the door on logic, you guys. Come on.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
we're making too much sense.
Don't tell the writers.
Yeah, I think I don't know for sure because I'm reading spoilers, but I haven't been reading. I'll like get a glance at it because to be honest, the only thing when I'm reading spoilers, I wanted to know what happened after 6, and I just want to know when Richonne is happening. So I don't go into great details if it's not about Richonne, to be very honest. But I think the waterfront stuff has something to do with Tara. She's gonna run across those folks, so maybe she's bringing some more people, helping us with getting numbers moving forward.
Because she would not make it back by herself, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think she's coming back without people.
Somebody, yeah.
Well, we'll see. What we've got like 23 days.
Yep.
I'm so happy about that. My goodness. It's coming back. That's awesome. So do you guys know how they schedule? Like when do they actually finish filming season 7? Does that end like around before Christmas around this time?
November sounds right. But
I think it goes into November.
they're already started 13.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's
okay. So we're almost done
this year. Yeah, unless they're going to surprise us and do 24 episodes.
Oh, no.
Oh, please don't. There will be enough filler episodes with their 16.
Yeah,
they don't need 24.
There you go. Right, Kay. Right. So I mean, they're almost done. Everybody can go home and be with their families, and then in January is when they start the conventions, or do they wait for the summer for the conventions to start?
So there's a Comic Con in New York in October.
Okay.
And then
Water Stalkers also in October.
Okay.
The one in Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't know exactly when they go on vacation.
No idea.
Okay.
But
Just
I'm happy
curious.
when they do.
I mean, I would imagine it's from December, and then like they usually go back. They start filming in May, so like
Yep.
December to May.
Okay. So I have no idea what the mid-season cliffhanger is going to be about. I don't know. Like you said, I do know someone else is going to die besides the Lucille victim.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope it's not. We mentioned like 3 or 4 people. I hope it's not that many people. That seems a bit much.
They might leave Morgan until the after the mid-season premiere. So the second half of the season, they might let Morgan live until then.
You stop saying that? Oh my goodness! Stop hating on Morgan. My goodness.
I'm not hating on him. Okay. I'm just being realistic.
I need you to close the door on Logic. I just said that like 5 minutes ago. I just said that.
Okay.
Close the door on the Logic, please. Morgan can live to season 9, can he not? Yes, it's possible. Yes.
That is very possible.
Yes.
Unlikely, but possible.
If they do that, I'll start thinking of him the same way I think of Tobin.
If you
time to go.
Char, stop it. Char, stop it. He is not dead weight. He has a value.
Not yet.
I don't know what it is just yet, but he has a value. They'll figure it out. He's gonna show people how to kill with sticks. He's gonna show people how to kill with sticks. Come on, you guys.
Have endless ammo. There's no logic. We have endless ammo. We won't need to learn how to fight with sticks.
I don't know. They messed up. Somewhere along the line, they messed up. So I'm okay with Morgan being alive.
Yeah. Thank you, Emmy. Thank you.
No. They still messed up his character. We don't
know that yet. It has not been confirmed. It has not been proven. They may do something awesome with him. We don't know that. Because he's a big star too. It's good to have him on their list. Lenny James Bruce, or what is his name? James, Lenny, whatever. He's a star.
Now, speaking of on the list, I wonder how they're going to do the credits now.
Oh yeah. Somebody said they were going to change up the intro too. It was time for them to change up the intro.
Was it David Morrissey or?
It was Andy, then Norman, then Steven, Lauren, Chandler, Denai, Melissa. That's how the credits went.
Okay.
And now I just really hope that it's going to be Andy, Denai, Norman, and you got Chandler. And then, Lauren should be up there. So maybe Lauren after Norman. So Andy, Denai, Norman, Lauren, Chandler, Melissa. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
Yes.
We'll see.
Yeah, don't forget Sasha. You guys, come on. Don't forget Sasha. Don't forget her.
Okay, then Melissa.
But Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to be at the end in the place of honor.
He'll be special appearances.
I don't think Norman's place is going to be changing.
Oh,
I
you
hope
know what?
Demise does.
You know what? They said that Norman, Gregory, Jesus, and Dwight were regulars. So all of them are going to be in the opening credits, probably all of them.
Oh no. Dwight, whatever his name is, Xander, who plays Greg, their credits will pop up during the episode. Their name will pop up.
Yeah,
They
they're
will
the
be titles.
also starring.
It will either be introducing Xander Berkeley and such person who plays Dwight. And Jeffrey Dean Morgan will also be Jeffrey Dean name will also pop up during the episodes as well.
Okay.
Really? They're not putting
They're
him in the opening
regulars.
credits?
They're regulars, so I would imagine they would.
You guys never pay attention to the names? For example, for season, I'm gonna use season 3 example. In season 3, it was Andy, and I can't remember if it was John for Shane, and then Sarah for Lori. And then when the episode aired, you saw the actor's name pop up left or right.
Right, also starring.
Yeah.
Well, but what I'm saying is, I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to be in the opening credits.
Because David Morrissey was.
Yeah, like David Morrissey and whoever played Herschel, I forgot his name.
Oh my God! Then this
they
is gonna be.
They were always at the end. And Lenny James, he was at the end of the.
His name is before someone. I'm okay.
I think. What about is it Carrie Payton or Kari Payton that's playing Ezekiel? He's a regular too, I thought.
He's probably gonna be also starring.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be also starring in the episode itself. It's not gonna be in the opening credits. Some of these people's names are not gonna be.
I'm talking about there's opening credits and then there's the also starring
throughout the episode.
Yes, those people will be in the also starring. I guarantee Xander Berkeley, who plays Gregory, is going to be also starring.
He will be also starring, but I'm saying Jeffrey Dean Morgan is not going to be also starring. He's going to be in the opening credits at the end.
So where exactly are they going to place him? They better not place him before the 9. I'll tell you that.
Gone in me. Very good.
That's all I'm saying.
He can be the last name before they cut back to the show then. How about that?
I'm good with that.
He's the antagonist anyway, so let all of the protagonists and support be first and let his shenanigans follow thereafter.
Uh-oh, sounds like somebody's upset.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to that, Shar?
No.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, what did I miss?
Nothing. Nothing at all. We were just predicting it's gonna be a whole lot of babies because of 7B. That's all. A lot of babies.
Oh yeah.
That's all.
Rick has no pull-out game.
He doesn't. That's okay then. Do you think
you really think he doesn't have? You know what? Never mind. He's a grown-ass man. There should not be any pull-out game.
Yes, he is. Yes.
No, seriously. Unless you're a teenager, and a college bound, yeah, you should be all about that if you're not going to put anything around it. But no, he shouldn't be worried about any kind of pull-out games.
But we have to wait for B to C, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Since we're talking
that
about
sort of sucks. But
you know, I'm not sure if I'm actually ready for another baby. I'm not saying that there is. I'm just saying I'm not sure if I'll be ready because, you know, there's still Judith that they need to figure out what to do with her.
Oh yeah.
Is she walking?
Yeah.
She's playing
I
with
don't think
cups.
they're going to be
She's
bringing
playing
on
with
another
cups.
baby onto the show.
She's playing cups. Oh, and Maggie, they have a baby. Maggie.
You're right.
Maggie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We gotta get a little Herschel here. We got.
She was looking pretty sick there. Like,
She was, but that would be so hard.
But-
Your husband and your child.
I mean, I'm probably being a little bit too logical, but like, you can't
Close
like,
the door on logic. Did we not say this? You're very disobedient. Very.
It could be an upset stomach from the pickles.
Yeah.
One of them may not have been brought
Pickle
up
is
properly.
a cucumber that has been doused in vinegar. That should not make you sick.
Right, but it could have been a bad
not
batch.
that sick.
It could have been a really bad batch. I mean, you gotta when pickles bad,
You gotta watch out.
Vinegar
for bad
is used to
pickles.
preserve things.
Yeah, you gotta preserve. Yeah, you gotta boil the bottles.
Watch out for
correctly.
those bad pickles, you guys. Char, no pickles. Check them out. Be careful.
I don't know. They just might let her go through with it.
And then we don't know what they're gonna do with Enid either. Speaking of pickles,
Who?
Enid,
Who?
Carl's
Oh,
Amo, quasi girlfriend, friend, peer.
they should never have introduced an Enid. Honestly,
The only thing that's good about her is she knows how to sneak out of stuff. So she's like the Catwoman of The Walking Dead. She just disappears and appears when she wants to. How about that?
yeah, but
Could be our spy or something.
I'm still trying to figure out her agenda. But maybe I'm just reading way too much into it.
Yeah.
You know,
She's just trying to
if she
make
wanted
it.
to leave so bad, she should have went with Carol. If
Yeah.
that was someone who's been freaking out, she should have known what was going on. I mean, she got
Yeah.
a set of keys, or she stole from Olivia. She knows everybody else is going on. I mean, for a minute there, I really did thought that she had poisoned Maggie. For a minute there, I had really thought that she did.
Well, I never thought that.
I didn't either. I just thought that was too convoluted to have a teenager who could barely do more than sit there and be remorseful and sad about her past and resistant to authority take the time to plot to kill someone that's trying to help them. I thought that was a little bit.
That's exactly the kind of person that is. Exactly the kind of person. You just said that she sneaks out really well. I mean, she got time.
She does know how to do that.
I just was reading a little way too much into the season finale. I rewatched it. I was like, I felt like I missed something. I was like, there's so many holes in this damn episode. It should not have been a cliffhanger. I was just, oh my god.
And is she still in the closet in season 7? Did she ever break free?
You know what? Maybe Olivia returns to get another, I don't know, something to, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like that was really dumb of them to do, to put her in the closet and then forget that she was even in the closet.
I wonder what Father Gabriel's storyline's gonna look like, though.
Yes.
Oh,
Because I'm starting to like him.
Good
after
point. Good point.
everything.
you know what? Me too.
And then
too.
now I'm just
we can't like him now. Come on. You saw what he did to Sasha. We can't like him. We can accept him as a character on our show. We can accept him doing something.
No, I really like him.
he grew on
We
me.
cannot forgive him for blaming her for
Well,
killing
he blamed
people.
everyone.
He was horrible.
He blamed every. He was like, they're
he
not
was a
fit
menace.
to join a community.
Wait,
and then
what did I miss? What? I'm
Father
sorry.
Gabriel was a
saying
mess.
about Sasha?
Father Gabriel was
Remember
just,
when he was just mean.
he was
He
going
was
out of his way to get Teen
traumatized.
Family kicked out.
Yeah.
But now
He was being a Judas, and he was going behind people's backs, and then he left the gate open during the Inquisition, and then he wants to act like he wants to kill himself, but then he doesn't. He has no follow through. He's horrible.
Well, I'm glad he didn't. Who would have watched Judith? Not Spencer, not Enid.
I don't have anyone yet. Olivia.
I don't know. She snuggled up with Negan now, so.
Tobin can watch her. He's
No, he cannot. Absolutely
Oh
not.
my God.
We have options for babysitting.
And in the end, Father Gabriel pretty much redeemed himself. I mean, he went to the satellite compound and took that guy out. I mean, preacher man words on him.
Okay, so y'all can forgive Father
really
Gabriel.
good.
You know what you're gonna do with Negan. If you can forgive Father Gabriel, you're gonna forgive Negan. Years from now, you're gonna forgive this man.
It's gonna take a while to forgive Negan. I mean, he's
We're not supposed to be shallow, Shar. We're not supposed to be shallow.
It's the hormones.
Family is my family. So when he kills somebody in that lineup, I'm going to be mad at him, and I'm going to be salty.
Yes.
And I mean,
Forever.
it's going to be a while. I'll feel very affected by it.
Yes.
I will even cry. I've already braced myself. I figured I'll be drunk and I'll be crying.
Correct.
For season 1. From a season 7, episode 1. I have it all planned out.
Yes.
You know. Oh, but did they spoil anything about who it's gonna be? Just say yes or no. Don't tell me yet.
Who is gonna be for what?
Who got Lucille?
Oh yeah.
They spoiled it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's sort of convoluted because this is the thing with the whole spoiling thing. And I am very new to all of this, so you guys probably know a whole lot more than me. But for them to go through the whole process of blocking YouTubers that had predictions, pulling, putting everybody, I guess they have to put all the actors under a confidentiality clause, but to go through all the stuff they were going through and then they still get it spoiled, I just thought that was ridiculous. If you're gonna do it, it should work. I mean, that was a fail. It was a fail. That's all I can say. It was a fail. Now I'm hoping. I saw it. No, I'm not saw it. I'm very nosy. I need to know what's going on. So spoilers work out for me, but for people who don't want to know, the information is out there so readily now that, that's just sort of horrible that you did all of that, didn't want everybody to know, and then they still knew. That was.
They should have done a cliffhanger.
I predicted that already, that everyone was going to know, and they do.
They should not have done the cliffhanger that way. Honestly, they should have done it. They should have killed the character, and we should be going into season 7 mourning with, I don't know. I just feel like they just did it wrong. They did the cliffhanger wrong. I felt like they should not have compared Lost cliffhanger to something like this cliffhanger.
Oh no.
Correct.
Because Lost is a completely different premise.
Correct.
Completely different premise. And another thing too, I don't know if you guys seen Lost, but they were dead. They were dead.
Exactly.
So it's like, okay, then I could understand why they did their season enders the way that they did. I was like, damn, they're genius. So Walking Dead to do the cliffhanger like that, and then we're going into season 7 with the ending of season 6 as the beginning of season 7. I just don't. But
I hope one day we find out who made that decision, because they were saying Kirkman didn't do that in the comics, and Gimple, and was it the AMC management?
I feel like it was the network's decision to do it. It wasn't.
Yep.
I don't think Gimple necessarily would have wanted to do it the way that it was done. I don't think Kirkman would have wanted to do it that way.
I think
they did it because they were told to do it by the network.
Right.
Okay. So you think it was the administration? The man did it. Okay. I agree. I mean, I don't know, but it's interesting that they did.
It was a monetary decision and not a storytelling decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
Because
that's
they
got
had
AMC's dirty hands all over it.
yeah.
Well,
No, you're right.
okay.
Because didn't the Talking Dead have Kirkman and Gimple and didn't it have those guys
Yes.
on the chair trying to explain why they did what they did?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what?
just
At the end of the day, they have to file. They have to file. If it's about monetary, then they have to, go with the decision. They had already put it in place, so it wasn't like they can go and say, "Yeah, we effed up, you guys." They have to say, sell it to us because it's already been bought, basically. But
Exactly.
I just, it was a couple of different ways, and again, I think the most frustrating part of it for me, again, because I'm nosy, because I want to know what's going on, to give me the hope that I would know what's going on and give me black screen. I think that was hard. If they would have just let him do his monologue and close with that, or let us see Negan open the door and close with that, that would have been sufficient.
Right.
We would have been in the same position we're in now, but it wouldn't have been you seeing him actually kill someone and hear the sound effects and then going to black. I think that was too much.
Right.
And very unnecessary to do the same thing an intro would have done. If you just want to show him because you want him to be in the conventions and you want to let him be pageant, basically put him on pageant, put him on program, then let him open the door and let that be the end of it. Don't tell us you have 3 extra minutes of show and you still don't know the answer to the question. That's craziness. That was unnecessary.
And then, another thing too, the Comic-Con, the San Diego Comic-Con wouldn't have been so light. If they had ended it with Negan opening the RV door and it fades to black, would have been a much more conversation and back and forth with the fans in the dome. Because I was watching the Comic-Con with The Walking Dead and the fans, it felt very lukewarm.
Yeah.
It wasn't so exciting like season 6. So, and then I guess it's because of the whole cliffhanger. They didn't want to give too much away. But like you said, if it had ended with Negan opening that door and giving that cocky ass smile that he did and fade into black, would have been perfect.
Yeah.
It would have been perfect.
Yeah.
That would have been great. Oh my God, I would be screaming.
Yeah.
Instead of repeatedly,
instead of taking the time to record everyone's, fright and then mixing up the any, meeny, miny, more, that was just crazy. Why would you do that to your people? I mean, goodness, that's crazy.
So that they can have people talking about it all summer long.
They got what they wanted. If that's what they really wanted, they got that.
And people will tune in.
Yeah, because I'm nosy. I can't help it. Sorry.
To watch who gets killed. That's why they did it. For me, and I've said this before, to me, the problem with the cliffhanger isn't that they didn't show who got killed. My problem is who they decided to kill.
Oh, it's both for me. I hate both. That who they decided and that they didn't tell me.
I'm sorry, Kate, you just broke up. What did you say?
I just said my problem with the cliffhanger isn't that they ended it without showing who was killed. It's knowing who they ultimately decided to kill and how that character's story has basically been shit on for years, and then they're finally killing him off this way, and the actor having to go to the convention and having to push some shit.
Yeah.
It's really unfair and I don't like it.
That's a good point, Kay.
Okay.
The only thing I would say is if the thing that I don't like is, the fact that they're killing somebody that I like and love, and the fact that if it's random like that, then I would imagine Negan would kill the weakest looking person in the lineup. And he's not the weakest looking person in the lineup, in my opinion. If it's all about Negan wanting to get them on his crew and let them produce for him, then you would want to keep the people that they're saying that he would kill would not be the first picks, in my opinion. The only thing I would say about one of the gentlemen that's supposed to be the victim is at least he has a legacy. That's the only thing that I think is fortunate about at least one of the guys. He has a legacy. The other ones don't. The only other person that has a legacy is Rick in that lineup. So that's something, but that doesn't negate the fact that I hate who they're picking. And Shar likes Aaron, but I say Aaron. Aaron should have been it. I'm just sorry. We can get someone else to be the recruiter.
Oh my God. I just caught what you just said. Unbelievable.
Did I spoil something for you?
You said legacy. There are only two people in that freaking lineup that has a legacy, and that's Rick and Gleggy.
You know what? No. I didn't mean that. I take it all back. I didn't say that. Scratch that from your mind. Erase it. It's gone. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I think we should stop.
Motherfuck. I'm feeling a little salty right now.
But that's only if you didn't hear that. Scratch that from your mind. I didn't say anything. What are you talking about? Let's go back 5 minutes.
You know what? Maybe that's why he was so somber. He was so somber at the Comic-Con. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, and you know what? Oh my God. A few weeks ago, I was defending their characters in this Facebook group. They said that Maggie needs to lose everything for her to become a great leader. And I said bullshit. I said bullshit because Maggie didn't need any kind of coaching from Glenn or Rick when she approached Gregory. She pretty much had the upper hand. She did have the upper hand when she met him the first time, but because Gregory was feeling such like an asshole, she's like, okay, I'll give you some time to stew this over, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna really talk. And and she's like, oh my God.
Emmy just figured out the real victim.
Oh no. Oh.
It's my fault. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh.
Well, did you guys read Lemonade yet?
Yes, once, and I can't do it again. My heart hurts. It was so good.
Is it over? Is it over or is it still going on?
I couldn't read it.
It hurts so bad. It's over.
It's over?
Kay, what was your hesitation with reading it?
The whole infidelity part.
Subject matter, yeah. It was tough, but it was
no,
good.
I'm sure she did a brilliant job. Like, Ash is a brilliant writer, and I know that she can handle it, but I just can't. I know that reading it would just like make me really angry and upset. So I just couldn't do that.
I'm with you. That's why I can't.
It might make me not like Rick.
Yeah. I will say, like, during the first, I'm sure I'm gonna side-eye him quite a bit, just for no reason. Brilliant.
Well, my husband is reading it to me, and we had to start all over again because he kept asking me questions. So we started it over. We're at chapter 3, and he was like, he kept looking at me because because it's adultery and whatnot, and he was like, oh my god. Now he was like, now this makes perfect sense, because I kept asking him questions about past relationships. It made me want to hurt him. It made me want to hurt my husband. So now it kind of makes sense, because he was like, whoever this writer is, it's like there's so much true life in it. So he was like, this is really good. But we had to stop at chapter 3, because he's like, I need a moment to
regroup.
He needed a moment.
It was tough, but it was
tonight.
Don't restart it. How do you survive restarting?
We're reading chapter 4 tonight, and then we'll go from there. Because I like Deanie, Kay and Char knows this, but I would read Richonne fan fiction to my husband, because he was like, what are you reading? Because I kept smiling and laughing. He's like, what are you reading? So I was like, you know what? You got to listen to this. So I would read it, and he's like, is this from the show? Because he's like, I never saw this.
I don't recall.
I don't remember that part. When did that happen?
Right.
Yeah,
wow.
So he hooked on it.
I haven't read it because I heard, it's a couple of things. First of all, I am a great lover of love, and I heard about the adultery and the fact that it was sort of, chapter by chapter slowly. I sort of felt like if I ever did read it, I needed it to be the finished product, because that hanging on stuff, I don't like cliffhangers. Let me just say that. So that chapter and stop, that sort of distracted me. But I don't know if I'm ready not to like Rick. So I don't know. I don't think I'm ready for that. I don't know.
Well, I told Ash,
but everyone says it's good, so I'm almost guaranteed to like it once I start. But that scares. I don't know. I don't know. One heartbreak at a time is what I say. But I heard it's very popular. We have a lot of people in the fan base who does good fan fictions.
Yeah, we have a really talented group.
I caught a couple of them, but I haven't caught. I haven't even, I'm sure, touched the bulkhead of any of them. I've only read like maybe one or two.
Oh, you're missing out then.
Well, you have a large library.
The thing about Tumblr is Rick's tight shirt, or I forgot her name, oh my god, but she does a lot of links, and Severely Kryptonite Baby, they do a lot of links. So every so often and also Fangirl, they do a lot of links. So I'll click on stuff, but I haven't actually read a lot, but I have opportunity, and every time they give us a little hiatus, it's definitely a chance to catch on a couple of stories.
Yeah. I'm behind. I am really, really, really behind for reasons. But it's really good.
Emmy, I'm sorry. That's not true what I said. Please forgive me. It's not true.
I changed the subject specifically.
Very good. Very good. I'm with the program now. I'll be quiet. Okay.
Well, guys, it's kind of late here. I'm getting a little bit tired. So I think
what time is it over there, Kay?
It's about 1:45 in the morning.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Go to bed.
Ooh.
But
yeah.
I did want to do another chat after the New York Comic Con, and then hopefully Cyancore and some other people will be able to join us then, and maybe Ash. But yeah, so look out for the next chat, which will probably be the 15th, which will also be a Saturday. And then after that, we'll
Do you
go
want
back
to
to
host
our
that
regular.
one, or do you want to do that?
It's up to you. I don't mind.
Okay.
We can talk
It
about it
doesn't
later.
But yeah, we'll talk, of course, before then.
Yeah. And then, so the Monday after the premiere, we'll be back to our regular scheduled chats every Monday evening.
Yeah. When is it? When the premiere? It's the 23rd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
The week before Halloween, the Sunday before Halloween.
Okay. All right. Have a good night, Kay.
Thank you.
Shar,
And you
and
guys have a good day.
morning or afternoon.
Yes, you too. All right, take care.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.